Take a little bit of time to find that comfortable place. You might enjoy also having a little sip of water. That might feel good. And as you find that relatively comfortable place to be, take a little bit of extra time to settle in. So sometimes shrugging the shoulders back and away from the ears feels good. Sometimes it even feels good to inhale through nose and exhale out through the mouth a few times. You might have another way that you like to settle in. And also, invitation to return to that anchor. Know that at any point during the self compassion exercise, returning to that physical anchor that you found for your practice might be beneficial, but you don't need to. I invite you to now, for the self compassion exercise, we start first by thinking of a situation. So, a situation in your life that's difficult, something that's causing you stress right now. It might be in your personal life, might be something happening professionally, something that's causing you stress right now. See if you can call that situation to mind. And as you do, notice if it's possible for you to actually feel a little bit of that stress or emotional discomfort in your body. So as you recall, as you bring to mind that stressful situation, see if you can actually notice that you can perhaps feel a little bit of that stress or emotional discomfort in your body. Now say to yourself, this is a moment of suffering. This is a moment of suffering. That's mindfulness. So, this is a moment of suffering. That might work for you. Those words might resonate for you. But other options might be this hurts, or ouch, or this is stress. So, see if one of those might resonate with you. This is a moment of suffering, or this hurts, or ouch, or this is stress. And say that to yourself a couple of times. And then next, I invite you to say to yourself, suffering is a part of life. And that's common humanity. Suffering is a part of life. If those words don't resonate with you, suffering is a part of life, you might instead say, other people feel this way. Other people feel this way. Or, I'm not alone. I'm not alone. Or, we all struggle in our lives. So, something really relating to this idea around common humanity. You might say, suffering is a part of life. Or maybe other people feel this way. Or I'm not alone. Or we all struggle in our lives. Choose one that works for you, expressing this common humanity of suffering, of struggle. And repeat that to yourself a couple times. And I invite you to return to your anchor that we used in practice. So it might be hands on the body, might be that hug, might be one hand holding the other with a little stroke of the thumb. See if you can really feel the warmth of your own hands. And say to yourself, I'll say a few lines that you can silently repeat to yourself. May I be kind to myself. Or you might ask yourself, what do I need to hear right now to express kindness to myself? You can also say, may I give myself the compassion I need. May I give myself the compassion I need. May I learn to accept myself as I am. You can silently repeat that to yourself. May I learn to accept myself as I am. And here's one that can be rich. May I forgive myself. May I forgive myself. Perhaps repeating that to yourself if that resonates with you. May I forgive myself. May I be strong. Perhaps repeating that to yourself. May I be strong. And finally, may I be patient. May I be patient. Inviting another few full breaths, a space that you may have cultivated of self-compassion. And I invite you now to take a few more full breaths. And then in your own time, you can start to make some movement. We'll gradually, slowly meet together, but no, we'll be going on a 15-minute break after this. So it's absolutely fine if you want to stay lying down, that's fine too. Option if you would like to return to seat, if you're not already seated, you might take a roll over to one side, give that opportunity to give yourself a little hug, a little cuddle before we're so slowly pressing down to push yourself up. And the invitation to meet either seated or lying down. We have hands again in that anchor for you. You don't want to do the anchor, you might bring palms together at the heart. But your choice. You might choose that anchor of self-compassion again. Or you might choose hands at the heart. I'm going back to my anchor. And invitation here to close the practice with 3 shared breaths. You might close the eyes first. Exhaling to release the breath to let go. Inhaling to breathe deep into the space of the heart. Exhale, soft release out the mouth. Again, inhaling into the heart. Exhaling to let go. And one more breath, just like that. You might here slowly bow your head forward. And symbolically releasing the thoughts of the mind into the space of the heart. So infusing all thoughts with the qualities of the heart, love, compassion, and forgiveness. Taking another breath to lift the heart to the mind. And then as you exhale, slowly peeling open the eyes if they were closed, perhaps lifting the gaze. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me. Thank you.